Real quickly before we begin, I want to thank this video's sponsor, CarMarshal.com. CarMarshal.com can save you lots of money on buying used or new vehicles, cars, trucks, school buses. If you want to save money, I'll have a link in the description down below. I know I'm going to...
Live from the local station, News 4 Jax starts now.
Tonight, detectives surround the Ace China restaurant in Trenton. Bullet holes, a grim reminder of what happened there this afternoon when a gunman opened fire on two law enforcement deputies and killed both.
When their loved ones pinned on the badge and they strapped on the gun, that this was a possibility.
Within the last 30 minutes, we've learned the name of the gunman who shot and killed two Gilchrist County deputies. Investigators are saying it was 59-year-old John Hubert Highnote of Bell, Florida, who gunned them down while they were eating lunch at that Chinese restaurant. That man later found by responders dead outside the business.
Law enforcement from all over North Florida are showing support across social media. Governor Rick Scott sending his deepest thoughts and condolences, writing, "My wife Ann and I are heartbroken by the loss of two law enforcement officers in Trenton. Tonight, I ask every Floridian to honor these law enforcement officers, their brothers and sisters in uniform, and their families."
The ambush happened about 3 this afternoon, and in the small town of Trenton, just west of Alachua County. It's a community unfamiliar to violence like this. We have team coverage on this major story tonight. We begin with Eric Avanier. Eric?
The motive behind the shooting has yet to be determined, but I'm going to step out of the way here just to kind of paint the scene here, because as you can see, this is still an active crime scene with multiple law enforcement agencies who are still out here. Of course, they are assisting the Florida Department of Law Enforcement investigating agency. The gunman's Jeep is still parked out here, and it's unclear if his body has been removed from the vehicle. Now, it was inside the Ace Chinese restaurant where around 3 p.m. two Gilchrist County Sheriff deputies were murdered, according to investigators. Inside this Jeep, the Jeep was parked on the side of the building. When we arrived, investigators were covering the body and collecting evidence. The victims who were killed have been identified as Deputy Taylor Lindsay and Sergeant Noel Ramirez. Both worked for the Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office. Residents I spoke to are both saddened and outraged by what happened. In the 15 years you've lived here, have you ever seen anything remotely like this?
Never. This isn't that protect us every day, you know? So for this to happen here in this small town, you know, it's astonishing. It's crazy.
Again, the shooter has been identified as 59-year-old John Hubert Highnote of Bell, Florida, and as of right now, deputies have yet to determine what was the motive behind his actions. Reporting live in Trenton, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.
Two Florida deputies shot dead in suspected ambush. By Chris Perez, April 19, 2018, 6:23 p.m. Updated. Woe Sheriff's deputies have been killed in Florida Thursday, gunned down in broad daylight during a suspected ambush, according to authorities. The cops were eating at a Chinese restaurant in the city of Trenton, about 35 miles west of Gainesville, when the shooter walked up and started blasting through a window, officials said in a statement. The gunman shot both deputies dead and then took his own life. Officials said no one else was injured. The incident happened around 3 p.m. The cops involved were identified Thursday night as Sergeant Noel Ramirez, 30, and Deputy Sheriff Taylor Lindsay, 25, of the Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office. The cops involved were deputies with the Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office. As fellow deputies responded to the scene, they found the shooter deceased outside the business, and both deputy sheriffs where they died of their wounds, officials said. The sheriff's office had initially released a statement on their social media pages Thursday, saying there were no suspects at large. While they didn't offer any other details, the Holmes County Sheriff's Office was able to provide some information on their Facebook page. About an hour ago, two deputies with the Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office were shot and killed in a suspected ambush, officials said. Please keep the families of these deputies, Sheriff Bobby Schultz, and the rest of their law enforcement family in your prayers. Other law enforcement agencies in the surrounding area and across Florida were also offering their condolences on Thursday evening as word spread about the shooting. We are devastated to learn the news of the Gilchrist County deputies who were killed in the line of duty, tweeted the Department of Corrections. Our deepest condolences are with their families and the community who lost two heroes today. FDC stands ready to support. Orlando Police said, "We are heartbroken to learn that two Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office deputies were killed in the line of duty today. OPD stands in grief with their families and fellow deputies."
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.